Advances in communication technology. Technology refers to processes by which people create tools and machines to help understand and control their environment. In other words, we use technology to make life easier. We innovate with current technology to make things better. The impact of technology is magnified in the field of communication, where major changes have occurred in recent years. In this module, you will learn more about these advances in communication. You will find out the major communication tools used today, as well as trends in developing current technology. And you will also learn about the problems when using these tools of communication. Lesson 1. Communication Technology Today. Major technological advances have occurred in the field of communication over the past years. Today, when we talk of human communication, we think of communication through innovations like the internet, cable television, and telephone. In this module, you will learn more about communication technology, its features, and its tools. After studying this module, you should be able to define what communication technology is, identify the characteristics of modern communication tools, explain the trends of development in communication technology, and explain some problems encountered when using modern communication technology. Examples of tools of communication are the telephone, radio, broadcast television, and cable TV. Because most of these devices or systems enable us to communicate over large distances, communication technology has become associated with telecommunications. Telecommunications refers to the electronic collection and transfer of information from one location to another. The data being collected may consist of voice, sound, text, video, graphics, or all of these. The instrument that send this data include the telegraph, telephone, cable, radio, and television. The distance may be as small as within a room or as large as from here to outer space. Study the picture. What are the two women doing? Do they make use of communication technology? The two women are talking to each other over the phone. From the clothes they're wearing, you can see that they are far away from each other. Through telephone, a product and tool of communication technology, the women are able to get in touch with each other despite the great distance between them.
One Sunday afternoon, Julie decided to call her friend Ara from the Philippines. It's been a while since the last time they talked. Julie finds it hard to call her often because she's so busy working abroad.
Good afternoon. May I please speak to Miss Julie?
Good afternoon too. May I know who's on the line?
It's me, Ara. Kindly tell her that I'm calling from Florida.
Oh, Ara, it's me, Julie. I'm happy to hear you. It's been a while. How are you?
I never thought that it was you who answered the phone. Yes, it's been almost 2 months since we last talked. I'm sorry I cannot call you that often. I'm doing fine here in Florida. I've got tight schedule at work, but I can manage it. How about you?
Good thing that you're fine there. I understand why you can't call me that often. Don't worry, I'm also doing fine here in Philippines. Still, I'm working on the same company. I enjoyed working in that company and I've already got lots of friends there. So, how's your American boyfriend? Are you getting married soon?
I'm glad you're fine too. Oh, Julie, you're still that sassy girl I know. We're not yet planning about that. We're still enjoying each other's company, and we both have personal plans to achieve.
Phone ring will interrupt the conversation.
Julie, will you please excuse me for a while? My cell phone is ringing. I'll just check who's calling me.
Okay, that's fine with me.
After receiving the call,
I'm really sorry, Julie. I need to hang up now. I've got a call from the office, and I need to be there as soon as I can. I promise I will call you back as soon as possible.
Don't mind me, Ara. I understand it. I will just wait for your next call. Besides, I also got some things to do.
Okay, give my regards to your family and with our other friends. Keep safe. Bye.
I will. God bless you. Bye. Characteristics of products of modern communication technology. Communication technology has made great advances in recent years. Modern communication technology has characteristics that set it apart from past technology. Number 1. The key technology underlying all modern communication technology is electronics. In ancient times, before paper was invented, people wrote on clay tablets. For a long time, too, documents were reproduced by copying them by hand. Much of this copying was done in monasteries. Books back then were literally restricted in libraries so that no one could take them. The first major breakthrough in communication was the invention of the printing press by Johann Gutenberg in 1450. This allowed the production of many copies of books. Electronics and communications have gone a long way since then. The telegraph was introduced, and later the telephone, then radio and television. In the 1980s, electronics and communication had brought about huge changes in the people exchange information with each other. Number 2. All new communication systems are interactive to a certain degree, since communication is two-way. They involve having the user enter his/her orders or responses to the communication device. For example, popular debate programs ask televiewers to call a given number to give their views on the topic of debate. They ask the viewers if they agree or disagree with a certain statement. At the end of the program, the answers are tabulated. The answers are announced. According to our viewers, even if you are not present in the studio where the actual debate is being held, your opinion is still counted. Number 3. Communication technological devices now have the ability to send and or receive messages at a time convenient for the users. For example, an answering machine allows you to record a message when the person you are calling is not around. That person can in turn get your message at his/her convenience. Examples of communication. Television. The television is an electronic system of transmitting images and sounds by means of electronic signals sent through wires and optical fibers. These signals are usually broadcast from a source. For example, a television station to reception devices such as the television set in your home. At times, the source transmits the images and sounds to relay stations such as cable TV companies. The cable TV companies then transmit the images and sounds to your television set. Though most people will never meet the leader of a country, travel to the moon, or participate in a war, they can experience these things through the images on their television. Radio. Radio uses sound effects to stimulate the listener's own images of people and places. The radio was invented in 1906, and for a time, it remained primarily as a communication medium. It was devoted to sending and receiving messages, especially during the World Wars. As it developed, it was utilized for two types of service: entertainment and communication. After the war, radio broadcasting started. Radio reaches a wider audience than television. In provinces where there is no electricity, battery-operated radios are the main sources of news and entertainment. Nowadays, a radio comes as a component of a sound system, which consists of speakers, a CD player, a cassette tape player, a recorder, and various switches and buttons that can manipulate sound. Telephone. The telephone is an instrument that sends and receives voice messages and data. Telephones converts speech and data to electrical energy, which is sent through great distances. A cellular phone is designed to give the user maximum freedom of movement while using the phone. Fax machine. Fax stands for facsimile transmission or reproduction. The fax machine, therefore, is a system or apparatus for reproducing graphic material over a distance. A document is scanned by a fax machine and its reproduction is produced in the receiving fax machine. Internet. The Internet is a worldwide system of computer networks. A computer network is two or more computers connected to each other. Look at the picture on the right. It shows a computer network. The lines indicate that the computers are linked to each other. The Internet connects millions of computers to each other. The networks in the Internet can share information with each other. This is normally done through the World Wide Web, WWW. In the WWW, multimedia files are created, displayed, and linked together. Multimedia files are texts, photographs, graphics, video, and audio materials. These files can be accessed through the Internet. Aside from the WWW, the Internet has another feature, the electronic mail or email. Email is the transmission of written messages over the Internet. Unlike letters sent through post, email messages are instantly sent and received. An email message can also be sent to many people at the same time. Let's remember, communication technology is the technology of transmitting information through the use of electronic devices and systems. Electronics brought about many developments in communication technology. Modern communication systems are interactive to a certain degree. They also enable users to send and receive information anytime they want to. Some of the major tools of communication today include the television, radio, telephone, fax machine, and the internet. Television is an electronic system of transmitting images through electronic signals transmitted through wires and optical fibers. Radio transmits sound. It reaches a wider audience than television. The telephone is an instrument for sending and receiving voice messages and data. The fax machine is a system or apparatus for reproducing graphic materials over a distance. The Internet is a worldwide system of computer networks. The key features of the Internet are the World Wide Web and email.